Greetings viewer, to wherever you may be in the world watching this video right now. I've got quite a special one for you today. This is a Panasonic radio cassette record player. So here, I've owned this for a number of years. It has been in storage, so I'm not expecting it to work, but I thought you'd be interested to see my attempt at making it work again. So I'll just show you around it. As you can see, it's made in Japan by Panasonic. It features RX sound, whatever RX sound happens to be. So let's just see what happens down here. This is the turntable side, which is obviously the most interesting part. So there's a button there which allows the turntable, which looks pretty small, to come out. So the actual platter is very small, but obviously it will play up to 12-inch records on there. So here we have the stylus arm. We're not expecting great sonics from this, but what we do have is we have a indicator of the stylus, and it's saying to use a sapphire based replacement stylus. So that's EPS 41ST. So that's that. It also features the cassette up here, so I would presume that we can record from the radio or record onto cassette. And there's various push buttons here to switch the modes, and we have FM, medium wave, long wave. Also have a headphone socket, which is the large headphone socket, a large mic socket there, volume, tone, some indicator lights as well, and the tuning here. And obviously we have the fixed speakers, so these are the fixed 2 speakers, which gives us the stereo sound, hopefully. So let's just push this in, if it let me. Yeah, it did before. Yeah, it's very snazzy, that. So you can see how this cover comes down. I'll turn it around now. Okay, so this is a bit of a beast on the back. You can see it's got a beast of a battery compartment. So it takes, how many have we got here? 8 batteries. There's also a mains input there, which is the standard sort of lead there, and there's a separate DC in, which says 13.2 volts. So the actual model is a Panasonic SG-J500L, made in Japan. And let's just have a look inside there. So it all looks nice and original, not any signs of corrosion, so that's always good. We've got the aerial here, which is another must-have, and inside here we have nothing. Haha. So what was this bit used for then? It just says open. So would this have been the lead? Could the lead have been stored in here? I presume it could have. Or at least part of it. Although this is, anyone know? Let me know, but I would have expected the lead, if people were storing it, probably just store it inside the battery compartment there. But it's, yeah, maybe it's to store your spare styluses. You certainly can't store any records in there. So on the sides, not much to show you, so I'm going to try powering this up now. Okay, so let's power this up now. Seems to be very quiet on the quiet side. We may have an issue with these switches, because obviously you can hear lots of noise here on this volume. Tone's not doing much. Let's just press this. Now that was a bit noisy, wasn't it? Okay, so I think we've got a bit of a problem with dirty switches here, hence why it's not going very loud. Okay, so let's just try a tape now. This is a random sort of compilation one, homemade from many years ago. So let's just press play. Okay, so that sounds like there's lots of wow and flutter there, so that is obviously in need of a clean-up. Possibly as well it's in need of new bounce or a bout. Okay, so just feeling the pinch roller here. Seems to be a reasonable amount of torque, but the pinch roller, the capstan, probably needs to be looked at there. So there's nothing fancy about this tape player. It's basically one direction only. Then you have to take the tape out and put it in to play the other side. But that's good. That's something looks reasonable. So we know the radio, for whatever reason, is not being very loud. So that could be the switches, or it could be something else to look at there. So it probably needs to, at least I need to take the back of this apart to have a look at the various PCBs in there to see the state of everything. On something this old, it's probably good to have a look at the capacitors and also to get some contact sort of cleaner into here to give these switches a bit of a clean. Okay, so let's have a look at the record player then. You might need a little bit of help there. I've just dug out a record in keeping with the times. So ABBA have made a bit of a comeback. This is a ABBA record. Oh, the mat's not sitting very well, is it? So it looks like the mat is reacted to being brought inside and it's starting to curl up, so that might need to settle down before I can use it properly, although it looks like it should. Well, it might spin on there. Let's just see if there's any movement on the record player. Oh, maybe we need phono. Oh, we do. Okay, that's 33 RPM. 45 seems to be the same speed. So I'm adjusting it here, just here, and it's not changing the speed at all. Okay, so that's another thing to look at. Well, I'll probably need a LP in here. But let's just see if we can hear anything at 33. Okay, so this is suffering from the same thing as the radio. So the radio is very low in terms of the volume. The tape's not, but the tape means that this is pushed in. So I think there's something going on with these switches here. So I think the switches I'm going to have a look at first. And also it looks like it's going at 33 and it's set to 45 there, and it's going at 33, so that's something to be looked at on the record player side. You can hear it very loud there as I press that. Okay, so it's kind of doing stuff at the moment, but not doing stuff quite as I would like, but I think it's a start anyway. Power it up, check through the functions like I've done, and I've got a few areas to work on, so I'm going to work on the switches first, see if I can get those working. I'm also then going to have a look at the record player next, I think, and I'll do the tape last because I think that's going to be the easier one. So I'll do that in my next video, so please can you subscribe and like this video, and hopefully I can show you how I go about fixing this oddity from Panasonic. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.